Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the... Oh. It's not Christmas. Hold on, just 1 second.
Danganronpa.
Gonna go down here real quick. Excellent. Very warm. Ooh. A good day. So today, first of all, United States Aviator, we are back. And there's a lot to digest here. First of all, we are down to 2 imposters, at least for this episode. There's still a couple more that will be unveiled as the season goes on, but we're on the cusp of, you know, we're going down now. We're going down an earlier round. I'll reveal to you who got revealed, and one person who was revealed was only guessed correctly by one person, so we have an official locked-in spot on the bracket. So, first and foremost, this is, as you've already read the title, like a post-Christmas, you had your big old meal, you just woke up from your slumbers, and I'm just talking about who is literally just waking up from that food coma. Who had the biggest food comas over here in 2025 post-Christmas? Who are our big, like, our big eaters, I suppose? Or maybe they just enjoy the holiday spirit so much that they're eating everything they get their hands on, you know what I mean? Anywho, let's go through them. We got Hina. Always, you know, she's out here, especially if there's donuts at the holiday party. Togami, mainly because his siblings are going to treat it as a challenge and there's no way he's losing to them. Hifumi, obvious. Junko, less obvious. I think she is specifically eating the last of several things to make sure people feel the despair of missing out on their favorites. Or she's giving herself despair in the case of I ate way too much, I feel like I'm perishing. Leon! I just feel like he when he sees like a big old feast, I feel like he's one that's gonna be like mouthwatering, like, ah, yeah, let's dig in. And Mondo, easy, free. You gotta feed those big muscles somehow. Anywho, District 2, we got Akane, we got Fat Togami, both of them, no need for explanation. They might be on the thumbnail. Chiaki, Ibuki, Nekamaru, and still around, Nekamaru is still here with Sonya. District 3C is Genocide Jack, Kotoko, Masaru, Monica, Hiroko, and Yuta. District 4 now sees Angie, who I feel like is more like I didn't have her on here at first. And then I thought to myself and I said, well, at like her island feast, I suppose, they probably really dig in. She's probably having a food coma, and during that, she's probably getting like word from a tour or something. Kaito, Mew, Rantaro, Ryoma, and Tinko. Tinko is, I think, a shock here, but I think she's making sure that the degenerate males don't get their fill of things by saving it for herself or giving it to other ladies. Anywho, just for 5, we see Chisa, the Great Gozu, Juzo, Lion's Dream, 2 Munakatas, Ruruka, our new champion in Yi-Ball, let me tell you, you love to see it. And Izioi, our boy. And rounding off, we have the Bears, Monokuma, Monokid, Monofini, Monotaro, Shirokuma, and Kurokuma are the ones selected for today, and that is our episode. Let's talk, because there's a lot going on. This Sunday is, according to our boy Sundavy, this is the year-end rebellion where we'll have a lot of champion versus champions matches to see who is really the best of 2025. During that, we will also reveal the predictions winners, as well as OC AWE OC Rebellion. I'm sorry, OC Revolution. That's not my brand. That's not my thing. Submissions will be open, and there will be a lot of OCs on that show, so, you know, keep your eyes out and get ready for it. Those are the big things. Speaking of OCs, we will kick off 2025 with OC Action Tag Team Taylor. We'll start the new year, which is crazy, but it is true. And I think that's everything for now. Yeah, I guess the Inferno Oh yeah, no, year-end awards are also opening up that Sunday. Year-end awards will open up that Sunday. They will close, I guess probably on the 1st or the 31st. I think that's it now. I think that is everything. I think that is legitimately everything. And those are year-end awards for the AWE. I think we're good. Let's talk about your comments, though. Your comments, which include, before we do that, let's talk about the imposters. So last episode, because I sometimes will forget to talk about the imposters. Last episode, you guys knocked out two, count them, two. The new Monokuma was at once Monty Mole, who won an episode. This time around turned into Metaton from Deltarune, and now we have a big ol', goodness gracious, I think, 5 people will guess this, or something of that nature, 5 or 4, something like that. So that'll be a fan vote featuring 1, 2, 3, it was 4 people. And that fan vote will be at the end of the season. That being said, Akane was actually Susie from Kirby, and only one person guessed that, and very horrifically, that means that Tails Doll is actually on the bracket. We're doing this, huh? Hey, it is an anything goes kind of season. It is a fight for the Dongons. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. I think that they will. That being said, now I can actually talk about your comments from last time. Here, let's pull them up. Pull them up. Let's see. Also, thank you guys for all watching the Christmas upload. I'm saying in advance, so hopefully that is date everything. I think that probably will do pretty well. A lot of people, I think, enjoy that game. Here, pop me over to last time, which was Emo Phase. Yes, tag team episode Emo Phase. Tartaglia wants to fight. Tartaglia did do his do battling. And I realized I asked a question that had a very easy answer that I didn't think about in the moment. I asked you if you're fighting a skeleton. What would you do? Which bone would you grab? 90% of you said skull, and I said femur, and that is the truth. Cherry, who said skull. Katoko, who sent a hilarious video from one of the scary movies. Any bone you take from it is gonna cripple it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me see. I thought this week was supposed to be OCs. Well, you're wrong. It's next week. Taylor's gonna start off the year. And then I think we'll have OCs every week through the finales, which is kind of fun. No, like waiting a week until more OCs. Let me see. Kuzu apparently got an imposter last time. Very nice. And Lion also saying, yeah, we're bowling with that thing. That was last time. This time, tell me what your favorite, I guess, holiday or family meal dish is. We're in the after Christmas time, or after like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. I'm talking these big family meals like your Thanksgivings, your hey, the family's all together. Tell me what like dish you always look forward to. Let me know that in the comments. I think that's an interesting question, because I think a lot of people have a lot of different dishes. And since we're a very global community, I feel like I'm gonna hear some things and I'm like, oh, huh, very neat, very dope. What is my answer? That's a good question. What am I looking forward to? I guess like I like a stuffing. I do. Because that's also something I don't have all the time. But you can also mess up a stuffing. Nobody in my family messes up a stuffing. Yeah, but I guess either a stuffing or a mac and cheese, or I can make my own mac and cheese. A ham. That's something I don't eat other than like the Thanksgiving or Christmas times of the year. I think that's what I'm gonna lock in. I'm locked in. That's mine. But not like, you know, like a deli slice ham. I'm talking like, you know, a big old thick, like a roasted. Yeah, that's y'all. You know what I mean. If you know, you know. And if you don't, go find out. We got one more thing to do. And I can't believe I dilly and dally to do this until right now. Usually I do it a little bit earlier. But there's no chance it hits, right? Manofini, you're not feeling that crazy, right? Right, Manofini, right? You wouldn't, right? Not on my correct guess for Ruka, right? Right, correct. Never worried, never lost. And with that, we can actually close this and head back here immediately and say, hey. Also pick first, second, and third. I'm gonna pick these real quick. Give me... Sonya takes the win.
Danganronpa.
I'm gonna take Sonya for first. I'm gonna take Munakata Imposter for second. And I'm gonna take Monotaro for third. Those are my top three. You make them two. And without further ado, let's get this thing on the road. And to do that, we must... Well, I'll be. So, I have been buying these in the store. Because I know that there is a cabbage merchant, and I am going to find one. These are Avatar The Last Airbender Magic the Gathering cards. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I don't. But I do love Avatar, and these cards are actually really dope. Once again, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna draw 5, and whichever one has the lowest card number on the back, that is the one that we'll go through. Just because I'd like to show any Avatar fans what these are like. They put some real effort into these cards. Like, I thought it was going to be like a cheap little ripoff, but I bought one and I was like, oh, these are all really good. And all fun references. So I'm going to draw 5 real quick. Yeah, okay, there we go. I can't see the side, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, whichever one of these is the lowest... that is how many times we're simulating. We could get 1, you know what I mean? So let's do some drawing. Magic the Gathering. Are you ready? We got a mountain. Does this even have a number on it? Oh, that's a large number. I don't know if I feel good about that mountain. And it looks like it's I'm not entirely sure where that is in Avatar, but it does look familiar. Then we have the Foggy Swamp Waterbender. And if y'all remember that, that's early Avatar, for real. Well, I'll be. What is this? I didn't know there were double-sided cards. I don't know which side to go with. Well, it's Legendary Creature Avatar Aang, which is dope. Very cool, very dope. It's got 2 sides, so I didn't know there were 2-sided cards. I feel like that's cheating. You always seed in your deck. Oh, it's an ally card, I think. Well, one of them's Legendary Creature. You must have to summon them. Who knows? I don't know how Magic the Gathering works. Somebody in the chat can tell me. Water Tribe Captain. Very cool. And this one is 41. I think that's the lowest one we have so far. So I'm hoping for something lower than 41. Well, it's definitely not 41, but it's a dope one. The Badger Mole. Oohs and ahs. I might just start buying these and opening them at, like, the Wednesday streams, not for nothing. I actually am really enjoying these Avatar cards. Anywho. But I have no idea how to play Magic the Gathering, so that's beyond me. That ain't me. Somebody else can take my cards and do it for me. Anywho, the lowest one there was 41, unfortunately, so we will be resimulating 41 times, which is not the worst that we've ever done. So not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 40, and... We did 40, but we need... 1 more for... 41. Now, chaos could still reign. Let's see how it plays out, because this is not a large game. This is probably the best odds outside of Yeet Ball for an imposter to come up with a W. We'll see if it happens right here, right now. As we wow, we've immediately started with violence, huh? Well, I'll be. I don't think we've ever started with this event, but it makes the episode, that's like, hey, first of all, Horn Bears, go do your thing. And you know who else is doing their thing? Akane and Yuta, who invites Shirakuma, Ibuki, Mondo, Ruruka, Monica, Izuyoi, Sonya, and Munakari to a party. A super kick party. Akane and Yuta hit everyone with some sweet chin music and one after another kick all of their heads clean off. Well then. Huh. That's 7 people, huh? That sure happened immediately. Hina runs away after seeing that, and Monofini says, I'm gonna get a first aid kit. If Masaru finds a platypus in the cornucopia, wait, the platypus is putting on a fedora. Parry the platypus? If Monokid is the agent of chaos, which he's not, and the champion is no longer alive, but I do need to point out, well, Ibuki's also dead, and Kamaru's not in this thing. Chisa is not, or is? Chisa, if Chisa is, we could still have Chaos reign for the tag teams, which would be crazy. Clearly that's not right. Rantaro refuses to believe that any of this is real. Monotaro runs away from the cornucopia. Fumi, Leon, Togami, and Ryoma share everything they gathered before running. Nakamaru enters the arena via skydiving. Chiaki throws a killer beehive at Kotoko, but when the hive bursts open, they fly after Chiaki instead and sting her to her demise. Chisa is here, and snatches a ball of alcohol and a rag. Nakamaru grabs a jar of fishing bait while Mew gets the fishing gear. Kurakuma cozies up to Genocide Jack, and Hiroko looking for allies. I don't think Kurakuma's the cozying up kind of guy. He'll just use vulgar language. Fatagami finds a huge rocket launcher. Monokuma grabs a honey glazed ham. Gozu finds a model cornucopia. In the cornucopia, Angie brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Tinko doesn't get any. That makes sense because those two are not friends. In the slightest. Junko was forced to come out of the deepest pits of the underworld for this, and she is not happy. Why would she be in, she was in the underworld just visiting, because she obviously she belongs up above. Our saint. Thank you. Thank you. If Juzo is the agent of chaos, which he's not, so nothing happens. Munakana finds some AV shake popsicles in the cornucopia, and Kaito takes a sickle from inside of the cornucopia. Outside of the huge death event, I actually don't think there was any other death. No, Chiaki. But that was it. Okay, then we keep going. Not crazy. And then Masaru gets smashed in the head by a crowbar, with a crowbar by Genocide Jack. Then it starts to get violent again. Leon dyes his hair gold. Golden Leon. Does he dye his, like, his long goatee too? I hope so. Imagine you dye your hair this blonde color and you're a ginger, and you don't dye your goatee. I might vomit, actually. That sounds really bad. If it were all blonde, I think that's fine, but that kind of mismatch is crazy. Like, I think I understand it maybe if you, like, have, like, blonde and maybe like a darker, yeah. The red hair, I'm sorry, the gold hair, and then the like, if it's like a black goatee or a brown goatee, I could understand if it was like a mismatch, but even then I'm like, that's just, you're certainly doing something. Anywho, I digress. Munakana, Rantaro, and Junko band together to fend off a pack of starving wolves. Hina's hat matches very well to her giant robot. Monica can see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku? Is that you? Gozu places a bomb next to a river to explode some fish, but the bomb actually explodes early and he kills himself. Fatsugami convinces Yuta not to kill him, only to kill him instead, rather. Ryoma plants roses in his garden. But saves ones and gives it to, hold on a minute. I'm not here for this Ryoma Monokuma storyline. Ryoma the Casanova, apparently it's real. Monotaro makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Hiroko is the protagonist. I would play the heck out of that. Chisa wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Okay, girly. Nakamaru exclaims not to Komodos for every reason in particular. Avi confuses Angie for Hilda somehow. How? They're both filled with jubilation. I'm pushing it now. Pushes Monofini off of a cliff during a wizard fight. Togami drives up to Maki Donald's, wants an ice cream. Unfortunately, the machine is broken. Juzo and Tenko kiss under the mistletoe. Kurakuma is so excited about a super weapon that'll take over the arena, he writes a song about it. Kotoko eats dirt, delicious. Kaito shows Akane his murder list. At the top is Akane's name, and it's in bold too, and Nekomaru isn't crying, he's sweating from his eyes. We are down 13 competitors in a game that's not that long. I think we have, what, 36? 38, I think? Anywho, it's at least a quarter of the competitors gone after this Clear Day Loon 4. Shirakuma, Ibuki, Mondo, Ruruka, Monica, Izioi, Sonya, Munakata, Chiaki, Masaru, Gozu, Yuta, Monofini. See everybody's statuses real quick. We still have 25, just over a standard sized game. Only Mondo's gone from Danganronpa 1. DR2 still has an imposter, a Nakamaru, and 2 of our fiendishly food-crazed people. Halfway there on Ultra Spare Girls. DRV3 is cooking right now. They got everybody in. Chisa, Juzo, and Munakata are still in. They're at your final 3. And the Bears still have 4. Without further ado, though, we gotta do the thing. And by doing that, we gotta do the do, though. Do you think it's time to go? I do. Let's do. And as we do, we proceed to see night 1. Junko actually sticks her hand in the campfire that she made. Fat Togami sets up an aisle. Okay, look. The problem is, usually when people set up a rival store for AV's wares and despairs, I'm like, haha, funny, don't do that. I feel like Fat Togami could pull it off. Mew and Kaito and Nakamaru ambush Afumi. Afumi's able to fend them off using only a broomstick. Is he a witch? Has he embraced the magic himself? Is he flying away on that broomstick? Kurakuma, what would win, a broomstick or a magic carpet in a speed race? Let me know your picks in the comments. Kurakuma hits Ryoma with some sweet chin music. Thankfully, his head didn't go flying off. Togami, oh my gosh, who works at Yoko's Items is fortunate, sick and tired of people from AV's burning it down, so he burns down AV's wares and despairs. Togami, I will have your head. Juzo finds a big red button, presses it. Unfortunately, it was a bomb, and pressing it activated it. Wait, the button worked? It's so few and far between that it works, and we have 2 major scrum debates. And 2, I think, very different scrum debates, actually. I don't think, one of these might have fit before, but I don't think the other one has. Let's talk about it. As Rantaro buys all the Unos, Chisa, Leon, and Monica get into a scrum debate with Angie, Hina, and Tenko. They argue over whether or not to kill Munakata. Probably survives. However, Hiroko, Monotaro, and Nakamaru get into a scrum debate with Angie, Kotoko, and Genocide Jack. They argue over whether or not to kill Monokuma. While they're busy arguing, Monokuma uses this opportunity and a bomb to kill all of them instead. I mean, that actually feels very, very Monokuma, actually. Rest in peace, though, to all of those 6 again, which means day 2 begins, and Leon asks if he can be in the World Pancake Championship match. Well, let me tell you, Leon. Let me talk to you, son. Now, somebody, anybody, everybody, scream. Where is this? Here it is. Let me see. Are you on this list already? You are not. And I won't be adding you either. Haha, Lamau. Nakamaru, Hina, and Fat Togami hold an introvert from my pancake addiction. He promptly, yeah, I will execute them all for trying to take away my pancakes. Chisa asks for my soundboard. Grants it, of course. I like Chisa. Throws an epic dance party with Togami, Munakata, Junko, and Monokuma. AV forces Mew to work at AV's wares and despairs. You know what? Get in there, Mew. Do some community service. Akane and Kaito think, hey, we can get some free food off of her. Y'all just woke up from a food coma. Get yourselves together. Rantaro reaches his hand towards the screen. The Watcher isn't safe. Run. Monokid prepares the museum for AV's artwork. Prepare the museum. Kurokuma gets his ultimate talent license revoked. Ryoma questions Fumi's sanity, and Tinko, you can't get in there either, although I think you actually might be on here already. No, that's Seiko that I saw, not Tinko. And you're not getting on right now either. And if you want to get on, you better do something else to earn it. Admittedly, I thought we were done. Admittedly, I thought it was over. I thought we were going to a Clair de Lune of sorts, but instead, I have no more words for you. Are you ready? It's time for musical chairs, and as the music begins playing, the steel chairs are placed all over the arena. Steel chairs over here, steel chairs over here. And it is time. Anyone who's not on a chair when the music stops will be eliminated. Monokid finds a chair and sits on it. Junko can't find a chair anywhere and is forced to face elimination. I would have granted you a chair, Saint Junko. Togami and Mew sit on the same chair at the same time. Tinko and Monokuma do the exact same thing. Kaito spots a chair at the bottom of a cliff, jumps off a cliff, and lands on the chair and lives! Akane sits on Rantaro's lap. That doesn't count, and Akane's eliminated. Chisa finds a chair and sits on it. Munakata and Kurokuma are fighting over a chair, not realizing Leon already took it, eliminating them both. Ryoma sits on an invisible chair. Nobody buys this. Ryoma's eliminated. And if Fumi can't find a chair and forced to face the elimination, we are down a lot more this time, right? We had 13 before, and now we're at 16. Not a lot more. But in a game that was only like 30-something. That's crazy, and I feel like that brings us... What did we have before? 25? We are within your saving grace picks. And I have no more words for what's going on, but I think we'll keep it up. Because you know who we lost? Juzo. Hiroka. Monotaro, Nakamaru? We lost Angie and Kotoko too. Ooh. Genocide Jack and Nakamaru is gone. Hina's also gone. Fatogami is dead too. Saint Junko, I wish you weren't gone, girlie. Akane saw the writing on the wall. That Munakata is a fraud. Kurokuma, Ryoma, and Fumi are also gone. All right, I'm done. Here, give me back to our original. I don't need to get you your original Clair de Lune music. I need to tell you it's time for some new picks. Let's just skip right ahead and say it's saving Grace picks as I drop my headset. I guess my headphones case. Because it's saving Grace picks time. We are down to your final 9, unless I can't count. There we go. We are at your final 9. And we have, oh my gosh, District 2 and District 3 completely out. District 1 still has Togami and Leon holding on tough for the OGs. District 4 is the next district that has people in it, and it is Mew, Rantaro, Kaito, and Tinko. They're holding on with a strong 4 out of our final 9. Chisa is the lone survivor, and there's still a world where chaos reigns. With just 2 competitors left. Also, very quickly, let me, there we go. And the Bears still have 2 people as well, Monokuma and Monokid, both holding out tough. Monokuma, who used a bomb to take out 6 competitors at once. We'll see how this plays out. Who will win? I don't know, but make your new picks first, second, and third in the comments, and while you're doing that, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are at the end of this. It's the tail end of this journey. Pick a new top 3. Unless your top 3 is still in which case, hey, good on you. I'm picking my new top 3. Tenko's winning this whole thing. I know I picked Sonya before, but it's Tenko time. In fact, it's a V3 sweep. Give me Tenko, give me Kaito, and give me the tag team champion Mew, which means Ryoma's gonna win this whole thing. That's not a prediction. That's not a spoiler. In fact, it's just my jinx in action. Just watch. I'm curious to see if that's actually how it goes down. Without further ado, though, we know who's in. You guys just saw. You're making your picks, and if you haven't already done them, be sure to do so, because our final 9 are all caught in what we like to call not a crisis of fate, but their hearts are beating in the same synchronicity, the same pulse, and they perhaps even have the same fate as that of. This is the wrong one. This is not a championship episode. Hey, calm down with that. We're not doing that today. Go over here. It's regular samurai woman. Goodness gracious, stop for a second. It was a championship episode. Hey, what? Chisa, you can make it a championship episode, but you won't, will ya? You ain't gonna do that. As Kotoko introduces Mew to her long-lost twin, Kotoka. We all know her well. Avi breathes, and Monokuma suddenly falls over dead. Leon helps Avi open up a rival establishment to the Waffle House called the Pancake House. I changed my pick. Leon, you're okay in my book. Monokid, Togami, Tenko, and Kaito get together to form a rock band. Rantaro was too cute for this world and ascended to a different plane of existence. Well, my jinx may have reverse jinxed, and now Rantaro's dead. Who would have thunk? Chisa finds a dapper suit, puts it on, even if it's the wrong simulator. She still rather looks super fly. And another day. In fact, we're so late into this, I feel like we might not get a feast. As Monokid eats cheese puffs, Leon asks Kaito if Kaito likes boats. Kaito says no. Tenko, don't you dare be sour. Tenko's clapping for your world famous tag team champs and she feels the power, cause they're all girls. Mew hates that Togami, and Chisa can also see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Mikyu! We lost another 2, and we go down from 9 to a very unlucky 7 and a very terrible turnabout 4. Monokuma, Rantaro. Which means there now just is one more bear left in Monokid, and now just 3 more members of Danganronpa V3. Everyone else, it's those 3. Danganronpa 1's 2, and Future Side and Monokid for the last 2 people. 7 remain. Who will win? It's still technically Samurai Woman. Usually in this simulator we have 1 Samurai Woman and then it's a Crisis of Fate. We'll see how it plays out though in your final 7 as we proceed. Tenko wants to give Avi to give Monokid a chance. That is my least favorite of the Monokubs. Maybe I will. Mew finds Togami hiding, then comedically slaps him. Chisa watches as a new mission of rats runs by, and then she runs off before they get any ideas. Kaito sneaks into the back room of Yoko's, unknowingly gets seen by Leon, an employee of the store, who locks the door behind him. Oh my, oh goodness gracious, as Mew uses righteous anger to yeet Kaito into oblivion. Tenko plants some flowers around Togami's grave. Togami screams from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Tenko simply says, "For now, degenerate male." As Leon challenges Chisa and Monokid to an anything goes pancake eating competition, Leon murders Chisa and Monokid as soon as the competition starts, and he said, "Now can I have entry into the World Pancake Championship match, AV?" And I reluctantly say, as the blood drips down his face and knife, yeah, sure. The boy really wanted in, huh? He really wanted in. Here, let me grab my pen real quick. It fell on the ground. Boy said he wanted in. You know what? He earned it this time. Don't kill me, Leon. And that brings us now down to your final 4. It's Mew, Togami, Tenko, and Leon. And it is a terrible turnabout, not a Claire de Lune. Yeah, we're far out of that range. 4. Kaito, Chisa, Monokid. Well, what can I say except, we've just lost 2 districts. In fact, is it a 2v2? It is a 2v2. It is the girls of V3 versus the males over here in Danganronpa 1. And Tenko, lo and behold, in her heart, she's thinking right now, Mew, you're fine, you can win, but those degenerate males, I can't allow them to maintain and survive. We must go on, though. It is your final 4. A 2v2. Who will win? Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa V3, Togami or Leon, Mew or Tenko. It is all everyone caught in what we like to call in our final 5 of crises of fate. Are you ready? Let's do just that. And as we do just that, is it gonna end? We could see it end, not quite. But Leon gets a hold of my soundboard and board and plays something absolutely glorious. Glorious indeed. And thus, Mew, Tinko break out in Cosbox, Tinko laughs. Poor Mew. And Togami Versus about season 7, I think we just go on. I think we keep being glorious today. As Tinko decides to lend AV a hand and kills one of the dragon that's loose in the arena. Mew grabs a table, the audience cheers in excitement. Togami finds a slingshot and fires at Leon with such precision that it kills him. He said, I don't care if you're a member of Danganronpa 1. You're still a goner, because I'm the one. And he's the only one who's gone. And I don't think many would say this. But I do have to give him a little respect, because as he is the original Saya killer, he is glorious Leon. You did a good job, my guy. That being said, it is still technically a crisis of fate. We are at your final 3. We'll see everybody's statuses. It is Togami, it's Mew, it's Tinko, and it's gonna end not right here. As in a team building exercise, Mew and Togami tell each other what they hate about one another. I can see these two being completely volatile. Mew's gonna be the one to back down, and then she's going to probably beg for more. Tinko considers joining Miku as one of her disciples. I could see it. We proceed one more time to see. Everyone's still alive, actually. I forced Togami to work at AV's. I don't know how I did that. But you know what? Sure, I'll take it. Tinko and Mew say, hey, let's get some free food off of him. Nobody perishes. We do proceed again, and we see Togami dyes his hair purple. Tinko goes to AV's wares and despairs and caught stealing. Mew, a worker, notices and stabs Tinko before she can get away. She was like, I was just stealing from that degenerate male. I'm no degenerate. But, anywho, your final 2, Togami, Mew, who, at this juncture, will it be? Because we're about to have a winner. Will it be Togami or Mew? Mew, not 2-time. I think Mew might be a 3-time tag team champion. She won it 1 time with Jotaro and Yuta in couples counseling. I don't know if she's won it 1 more time after that, but she's at least a 3-time tag team champion, 2 times with Wattpad. Is she about to have another shot at the singles championship come the finale? Or will it be Togami, the best of us all? Debatably. Okay, Togami, Mew, or both, or neither, we will see. In our final moment, it always ends here. Let's see the truth. Is that a Monokuma unit says, Mew, not today, mauls her, which means he truly is the one. He killed Leon to do it, but boy did it work out in his favor. It was a 2-on-1 affair. Mew also killed Tinko, so it was a lot of cross-team killing. At the end of the day, one man stands tall. And after this final terrible turnabout 4, Tinko, Mew, I can say with certainty, because yeah, look at that, everybody dead, everybody not alive. I can say with true certainty now that your winner and going on to the finale. He came, he saw, he conquered, as he always does. He is just that guy. Now, I'm sure he would rather Naegi tell you, but today I'm gonna have to tell you instead, your winner, and moving on to the finale. Mr. Togami takes the win. That is all she wrote today. What a what a showing from Togami. District 1 killed Leon to do it, and then just let everything fall into his hands. He got 1 kill, and you know who that kill was? The one guy on his team in the final 4. And then everything really just fell into place. He was like, I won simply because I'm better than you. and respectable. Togami in first, Mew second, Tinko third, Leon fourth, Monokid fifth, Chisa sixth, Kaito seventh, Rantaro rather eighth, Monokuma ninth, and rounding off your top 10 is Hifumi. That is our game for today. Shirokuma all the way down there in 38th as we proceed. It was a super kick party immediately that saw kick after kick, and you know what? I could see those two being excellent kickers. That kicked it all off. No pun intended, but it all ended with Monokuma deciding the victor, and that victor would be the one from Danganronpa 1. I'm talking Togami. He's the one in Danganronpa 1. And he only had one kill to do it. What a show for Togami. Congratulations to him. 8 KOs to Akane and Yuta, who went super kick crazy immediately. Monokuma had 6. Leon had 2. Mew had 2. Fat Togami, Jack, Hifumi, and our winner Togami all with 1. But he was the one in District 1, in Danganronpa 1, and 1. Back to the reaping. Togami, congratulations to you, and good luck on guessing your imposters. Was there a clue for our new imposter today? I don't know, we will see. Well, I mean, you've probably already seen, unless you have not been paying attention. Anywho, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Hey, this is the last Danganronpa Hunger Games in the year of the paradigm. That's true. Next Friday is a new year. I need to figure out what the new year is going to be. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.